When police finally nabbed Justin Hansen, the suspect in the 2008 attack on Brittany Marcel, he acted like he had no idea why police were coming for him. Here's News 13's Madeline Schmidt with the new video and new details on how police zeroed in on Hansen as their main suspect in that case. Madeline.
Yeah, well, Kim, despite detectives questioning him just a few months ago about the attempted murder of the Cibola High School student, when cuffed, Hansen acts like he has no clue what's happening.
You're wanted for some stuff, okay? I didn't do anything wrong then.
Almost a decade of mystery came down to this moment. 33-year-old Justin Hansen captured in the Los Lunas Albertsons parking lot Wednesday night. He tried to console his 3 kids with him in a shopping cart. Brittany Marcel was 17 when she was attacked with a shovel in September 2008 in her West Side home. Severely injured and with no memory of the attack, she recalled Hansen's name just last year as someone who routinely visited her at her Cottonwood Mall job, where the Cibola student worked at a sunglass store. A criminal complaint unsealed today states Hansen worked at the Hollister there and that the two knew each other through the sister of the mother of Hansen's first child. Justin Hansen's old phone number was also found in Marcel's contacts. In January, detectives questioned Hansen at his Bosque Farms home and say he gave conflicting stories on how well he knew Marcel back then, going from pretty well to hardly at all. Meanwhile, a witness says she once saw Hansen spend more than an hour talking to Marcel, and a friend of Hansen's told APD he always had a thing for young women. When Hansen refused to give his DNA to detectives earlier this year, undercover officers followed him from his job at Car Crafters in the North Valley to a McDonald's and swiped his DNA from a discarded cup. That ended up being the linking piece.
I'm scared. I don't know what's going on right now.
Hansen played ignorant with officers as they cuffed him, but APD investigators are sure this is the guy they've been looking for all along, bringing a sigh of relief to Marcel and her family as this chapter closes, but another opens. Another new detail of the attack has surfaced. Police found duct tape along with the shovel in Marcel's home. There's still no indication for a motive or what happened in the moments leading up to the attack. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Madeline. Now, Marcel had gone home from Cibola to meet her mom for lunch when she was attacked. Police say when her mom came home, the attacker jumped through a window to escape, cutting himself and leaving his DNA evidence behind. Earlier this year, when police first interviewed Hansen, they noticed a suspicious scar on his hand. Police say his story about that scar changed several times, and again, he refused to give a DNA sample. Now, Justin Hansen did face his first appearance in court today.
All right, this is Justin Hansen matter.
Hansen remained quiet throughout the hearing as attorneys discussed the evidence and case against him. Members of his family packed the courtroom, including the mother of his 3 youngest children, whom he recently divorced. Also there, 2 of Brittany's sisters, who they say had to just be there to see him, whose eyes they say were swollen and red. As they reacted to his demeanor, his attorney reacted to the evidence in the case.
You're scared now? You're crying now? I'm sorry, my sister's been scared for 9 years. My sister's been crying and struggling for this much, and now you're sad? Your time has come.
One of the concerns was this is not exactly a memory that this is the person that attacked me. It's a memory of a name. And then there's a description given many years later by a young woman who was brain injured in the injury and had a memory loss for years and years and years.
Now, Hansen will appear in court again Tuesday for a detention hearing to decide if he will be held without bond. Now, if you would like to read that entire complaint, head on over to KRQE.com.